Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to Death Spiral Simulator. I'll be honest, this ominous background, like something's happening, something's lurking out there thing is like... I think it's the theme for this entire game. And it's just when I was taking to record and it's like, watch out, there's something nasty out there, and yes there is. Paranisi heading towards Remus, where the... ever since it was said in the comments, I think of them as space hippies. The problem is, they really didn't... I don't think they've been playing straight with us. Plus there's the fact that they were shaped by outside forces, and losing my crews on the temples for even being slightly curious about the structures. It's like, take what we say at pure face value, or else you're going to get bitten really hard. So I didn't like that in the slightest. Now, that said though, unfortunately, because of my choices, as at the end of last time, I didn't realise Paranisi was heading towards Remus, so I doubt we can deal with Paranisi in time to save Remus. So, yeah. It looks like I don't have to say that, even though I was going towards leave them be, I colonize Romulus over here, and then there you go, we'll have we'll maintain what it is to be human. But the Paranisi is probably going to wipe out Remus and then probably go to Romulus, which is going to be suck, but I don't know. That's just it. Also though, I do want to say sorry real quick, because this is several weeks after the last part, getting towards 3 weeks I think at this point. Wasn't intentional. I did dip a bit because of meds, and apart from that it's also been like work has shifted me onto afternoon schedules, so it's like the middle of the day, so I couldn't safely settle down before it to do recording on a game that's like has a habit of overrunning recording time. I didn't want to take a break in the middle, and then after that, because ever since the noise complaint from one of my neighbours, I get very nervous recording too late into the day as well, so that's left me drastically reduced on when I could try to record a game like this, which sucks. But hey, there we go. That's the reason, that's the why. I haven't gone off Ixion at all. I'm curious to see what happens. I just feel like I have an idea of what might happen, considering that I can't stop that. I'm really sure I can't stop that. Let's check them. We've got trained colonists to 3,000. We're not even the third there. That'll take a long time, that, no matter what we do. We are 597 of 1,000 in terms of that. I'm looking for this. Here we go. So we've got to get that done. And then we've got to try and field all the materials to get that built as well. In particular, batteries might be an issue. But how are we going to fit all this in here? I was thinking of turning this into another population centre, for darn's sake. Alright, I am Mark 3 from the future here. Got to admit, there was a comment from Happy Hafer on the previous part that I forgot to read. I had it open next to me, and then I did the recording, and then it's like, whoops, I didn't do that. So here we are. So, this is Happy Hafer's comment, which was before events of this episode, which haven't happened yet for you, but it has already happened for me, and I am temporally confused. Ignore the paradox, here we go. So, Happy Hafer said, this endgame story is getting really strange. So your choices are becoming hippie alien human hybrids to live on Remus, leaving behind your humanity and quite a few aspects of our way of thinking in the process. Or disable the AI of the Taiqqun and colonize the strangely locked Romulus, effectively abandoning the guidelines and principles to fulfill the original mission. Or to kamikaze into the Paranisi, with or without removing the crew from the Taiqqun first. well, choose your poison. And to be honest, since I'm planning to cut this in like right at the start of the episode, yeah, that's kind of how the options boil up. Or boil down to, yeah, boil up. Boil up means the options are expanding, no, they're contracting. But to be entirely honest, this last system, I think the trick it played on me is it lulled me into a full sense of security. That's the big thing. Because it's like, oh hey, we survived, we've got time, we've had plenty of time before to do our stuff, and then suddenly the Paranisi shows up, doesn't do anything, but it's slowly wandering around. So, yeah. It made it look like I think everything was okay, and then it's just like, nope. You're on the clock again, buddy. Have fun. No, that's basically what I responded to that one, because I did actually type a response there. And Happy Hover went on with saying, don't feel too bad about the comment. While I wrote it in the way to be good reading out on recording, it was meant mostly for you alone. So since you read it at some point, it has reached you. Besides, you could just voice over your action in some cutaway recording segments if you feel confident enough to pretend to not have seen the end already. Well, I've seen the ending I reached at this point, because I am from the future and all that. But when I make a mistake like this, I do tend to own up to it. So we've shared the comment, we've got that. I have not spoiled anything in what's coming on, so please enjoy the rest of the episode. We return you to your routinely scheduled episode of Death Spiral Simulator. Wow, my brain went black there. And unfortunately, of course, it only counts built ones as well. But yeah, I've got to get all this stuff built and then roll with it. So there we go. I'll tell them to get started on it at the very least, but I'm also greatly concerned I've not had any sign of another way to deal with this. Like, I want to get rid of Paranisi, I don't want to sacrifice the Taiqqun, but I don't see any other ways to do it. Like, how can we deal with a monster like the Paranisi? How can we deal with that? And that's, I think, one of the big issues as well. It's like, this thing is big and scary, it's out there, it's coming for us. What are you going to do? But we'll just have to roll it. Anyway, I think the ships are ready for us to check on the temples again. Apparently contains all technology, knowledge and theories of the Ixionites, but hopefully this knowledge would... All the technology, knowledge and theories? Obviously not, because there's other things deeper in. We will never know as the... Purporting to reality. Yeah, sorry. I was reading that and it's like, oh, wait, yeah, hang on a sec. Crew credit cells, so yeah, we'll just retrieve it and leave. These are probably the same states. Yeah, they're saying the same thing after we had to send the ships back to recrew them. Really sucks about the gear though. I was so glad to get the gear back so unexpectedly after several systems and who knows how long. And then suddenly it's like, nope, they're gone again. In the same episode, no less. Mission site's been built, energy facilities operational, oxygen recycling systems up and running, then the site's being maintained at optimal 18 degrees. You have also collected some relevant data for the atmospheric entry issue and sent the Taiqqun support efforts there. Thank you. Now continue with this, so we need to keep on building the central stuff here. Got to remember, of course, corrosive chlorine in the upper atmosphere means that we might still lose cargo ships, but we want to do this as fast as possible, don't really have much of a choice. Oops. Yeah, so we want the Syndicate site. Syndicate site? Oh, an area for food production, healing and scientific research. Fair, okay. Where's the big ship? They're all big ships. Off you go. Atet, you're on the run. Go. At least I'm moving, so this will speed up massively, assuming the attack hasn't wandered off anywhere. We're almost there. Where's the Atet? The Atet's back there, of course. Wait, no, hang on. Yeah, there it is. I had to pick the furthest one behind, didn't I? Oh well. Oh. Oh, apparently it's dramatic. Us arriving here. Hello. Hit the brakes, please. We're going to crash into the planets. I was not expecting this, because it's not treated as arriving at any other planet with fanfare, but this one it did. We have arrived as a planet that the system insists it doesn't exist. Okay, here we go. Retrieved. 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 Good. We've got all the stuff now, apparently. And where's the Bergerson? Oh wait, yeah. Because we're still doing that. Who's on that? The Foucault is right. I can recall the others and send out cargo ships. That probably sounds like the best way to do. Well, I finally caved in and gave Sector 1 its supported hours. Which I think is exactly why the Sector wound up on supported hours in the first place. But because I had to yank 40 workers from Sector 4, then support Sector 4 because it dipped slightly underneath its requirement. I yanked 10 from Sector 3 to Sector 4. And then noticed Sector 5 was slightly low, so I've yanked 10 from 6 into 5, and I'm running low on workers. You know those few hundred people and mix of residents and workers that I lost? You know, so all the deaths, mostly due to starvation, of this entire run. I kind of miss them. I wish they were still here. Then I could get them to work. Yes. I miss their presence. On the bright side, got to remember, we still have a good dog. I'm very glad that we got that dog. Oh, it's getting closer, it's getting closer. Paranisi, you implacable foe. There is now barely a third of the screen's width left between Paranisi and Remus. And this is at maximum zoom. I'm past the halfway point on colonists, but I really doubt I'm going to hit 3,000 before the Paranisi attacks, let alone shut them down to the planet. I mean, if you notice, we're actually working on the Syndicate site now, but it's still taking a bit. Okay, that's getting awfully close. This is not going to end well at all. Question though, if we lose the Taiqqun, then what's that going to mean for our interstellar flight capability? Will we be able to replicate it? I don't know. Probably not. Well, actually, we'll have all the information, so we can probably replicate it eventually, but we don't exactly have orbital facilities to build a Taiqqun here either, do we? Oh, and everywhere's breaking a little bit. Sector 4 is struggling. They are down by 10 workers. Right. Sector 1, are you ready yet? You are? Yes. Go back to normal working hours, please. I need those workers elsewhere. There we go. Sorted. think Romulus has checked in. Yep, there we go. Syndicate side is finished. Agriculture online. Infirmary is ready in stocks. Research labs to be set up. All necessary equipment. Complete more than half of the work required to successfully colonize rooms. So we need one more thing, I'm guessing. The construct the Ashtonite. Astangite site. Syndicate finished. Yep. We'll be able to produce refined resources and maintain our vehicles and infrastructure. Yep, that's pretty darn important. We have most of that stuff, though we are having trouble with electronics, I think. I might have to build a new factory for that. Atet, you've been doing so fine so far. You keep on that, please. And I really should think about making a new refinery. Because I think I'm going to run out of electronics before all this is sort of said and done. In fact, you refine electronics as well. Do we have any waste? We do not. Really. Where's the waste? We don't have enough waste. I didn't need all these. I didn't need all these recycling plants in the end. In fact, I could probably turn them down and get some resources. That's a good idea. Can I deter the Paranisi if I launch a probe at it? Probably not, but I don't have any other ideas. Fear me, Paranisi! This probe is going to smack straight into your hull and get your attention. Yes, fear me! Haha! Kinetic strike inbound. Oh, it did nothing. Well, that was a shame, but it was worth trying. Everything keeps getting broken by accidents these days. I remember my policy is to blame that on Paranisi. Oh god.
Administrator, and see how I reduce the prospects of the future. They are only fit for assimilation in my bowels. See how even a planet is nothing compared to the perfect being.
You have a high opinion of yourself, don't you? Oh dear. I think Paranisi just accelerated. Yep, it's look, you can see it moving. Oh dear. We only got 890. Yeah, we weren't ready. The final system, it lulls you in with saying, hey, everything's fine, it's peaceful here now, you're good. And then it throws this at you. Of course. Sorry guys, I think you're pretty much doomed. Hopefully Paranisi doesn't move on immediately from where you are. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm surprised that we haven't had a pop-up or anything. Remus has been destroyed. So it just says Remus has been destroyed. They didn't try to talk to us. They didn't give a cutscene. They just, this is destroyed. Oh, Paranisi's moving again. Oh no, Paranisi's moving again. It took that little time to destroy a whole planet? Seriously? Yeah, just keep on going. Paranisi, please say you're heading towards the Taiqqun and not just heading for Romulus. In fact, I need to move to test that. I will fire my engines and move to Vulcan. Because I need to know if Romulus is also on the clock. And if it is, then one of the potential endings to this game is that our destined planets in the system both get wiped out. Where are you going, Paranisi? Nope, Paranisi is heading for Romulus. Here we go. Administrator, Remus has been vitrified. Oh dear. The Paranisi has killed the planet. There is nothing left on the surface. And for some reason, the medium stockpile decides to tell us that. Fine. You know what, Paranisi? Have another kinetic strike on me. I hope you choke on it. Okay, we've got our batteries. We are charging. Probably should turn something off to do that. Everything keeps breaking still. We need a whole bunch more colonists. And people are dying, of course. Since that hasn't helped, let's get back to Romulus because we need to be there for fast shuttle movement. And let's admit it, this is going to be our biggest missile. In the end of the day, that's what we're reduced to. Firing our biggest single-use missile at the enemy. Oh, we've got an update from me as well. Okay, sure. What do you got? Construction complete. Multi-factory allows transform raw materials into usable resources. Vehicle storage bay, technical maintenance rooms. First human city of Romulus has just been born. Okay. Very good. And it's waiting for me to train colonists. I think that means I need to pull Focal back because there's no research left to be done. And send Focals off to there. Deploy a new ship. Also, we've got 899 science points. We should probably just be spamming our tech tree to get as much as we can, especially power-wise. We need to charge the batteries. So let's get those. The construction cost? Maybe. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I want you first, thank you. Make it cheaper, then we can build some more, and we can increase our power more rapidly. Also, maybe more colonist training centers would be good too. Though that said, this game's probably going to make us try to sim out stepping down the Taiqqun and moving everything. Darn you, Paranisi. Nuclear reactor online. Batteries charging. 4% to go. We've still got hundreds of colonists left to get. The problem is I don't have anywhere in my populated sectors to squeeze in another training centre either. I've looked. My sectors just aren't built for it, so I just have to keep on going. Good thing we got that upgrade to train 200 colonies a pop. One more should do it, actually. So yeah, we're almost there. The problem is now I suspect I'm going to have to shuttle them down. Turn off automatic training though, I don't need that. Dungeon complete, thank you. Prepare the call lists. Batteries charge. Continue to spam technology because I'm not going to get another chance with this, I don't think. If there's an achievement for getting all technology though, I won't get it because there was the technology to adapt people to go to the other planet as well, which is not unlocked. And I suspect wouldn't have unlocked until we took care of the Paranisi, so yeah, that stopped. Okay. Fly the Taiqqun into the Paranisi via the planetary system map. Are you sure that's a good idea? Or do I just need to give the order? Is that what's going on? Fly the Taiqqun into the Paranisi via the map. You know what? I guess I'm glad that it's not tasking me with shipping all the colonists out. But I think this is probably going to be it. As soon as we hit that button, we're going to go fly. So let's have a look around the Taiqqun, because it's taken us so far, because I think this might be the last time we'll see it. Sector 1, a hive of activity, it's given us a bunch of headaches. We had to tear it down and rebuild it once, but yeah, this has been a shipping hub for us, so that's good. Sector 2, our industrial zone. Hard-working, has had a lot of industrial accidents. Totally a safe place to work, yes. But it's done its job and it's kept us going. I tried to diversify into... Oh, Sector 1's trying to burn down, apparently. So, no, Sector 4. Sector 2, yeah, it's had some problems. But once we got all the buildings unlocked, we restructured a bit, and it's worked okay. Sector 3, slums, definitely. Low standard of living. It was our best shot to hit a population centre, let's be honest. And we only ever got halfway, so that means that the cell block housing's never counted. Also had mass starvation in here once. But yeah, it's worked out pretty well for the most part. Would I do this a bit differently if I play this again? Oh, definitely. But definitely learned some lessons from that. Sector 4, our first properly integrated sector. We've got the, of course, the exomech fighting arena going on. They're quite happily slugging each other in there. Our first nuclear power plant. A bunch of expansions, but we never needed that because we never got enough people. We lost so many along the way. Also, the first place we properly worshipped the hull of the Taiqqun for what it did for us all this time. And the first one where we gave people a window to the outside. All spaceships need windows. It's vital for structural integrity. So yeah. I love the little tidbit that it reduces our maximum hull integrity by 25 to have one of these things. It's almost as if glass isn't as durable as metal. Who'd have thunk it? Sector 5. Last sector unlocked. A mess, honestly. And the reactor shut down because it's full of waste, of course. Mainly because we never built a place. Might as well build one. I mean, why don't we make that? Yeah, might as well. Wound up being our battery storage. Oh, we don't even have waste recycling set here. No, it's set to waste destruction, which means that's just taking its time. But yeah, this is our battery storage, where most of the kinetic and chemical storage for the might of our new single-use guided missile is for. So it all got kind of slammed together, but it was going to be like another population centre, most likely. And Sector 6. Third sector unlocked. Farming sector, which is, once we got it working properly, this place sorted all of our food issues for a very long time. Mind you, getting it to the point where it was working properly was a bit of a nightmare, and it had some teething problems along the way, but it's done really well by us. So yeah, I'm honestly sad to see the Taiqqun go. It's as much of a character as the main cast in any game, really. And we built this place along all this. We built this, and now to survive, we're going to have to throw it at the Paranisi. Still, can't really linger much longer. If it gives us another objective to empty the Taiqqun, we will need time to accomplish that. And this game has bitten us too many times. I do not trust it. So, we got time left. I'm going to fire now. And we will see what we will see. Here we go. Here we go.
Administrator, if you are listening to this message, it means the Taiqqun has reached its destination, despite the unpredictable parameters that framed the equation of its journey. The crew have found a new home, whether the one planned for or another. These survivors have already begun to lay the foundations of a new cradle, where creativity, invention, and joy can bloom again. Perhaps you already understand why I insisted, why the mission launch was precipitated. When I discovered that the lunaclism was inevitable, I also understood that any attempt to save our species after this would have been doomed to fail.
Wait, you knew about this?
The helm in the only launch window available to us. Thanks to you, our efforts, our mistakes, our sins and sacrifices will sink into oblivion, into the past, while the first pages are written for a newly born humanity.
Yeah. They knew a lot more than they laid on, apparently. Taiqqun Unchained Mutual Loyalty. What? Mutual loyalty? What? Why the heck do I have got mutual loyalty? I need to check this one second. Taiqqun Unchained. Finish the game by emancipating yourself from Dolos. Alright. What's the other one? Oh, come on, Steam. Load my achievements, please. Thank you. Yeah. I need to find this. Hang on. And I think that's kind of rubbing salt into the wound a little bit, showing us the Taiqqun back there. But it's been a definite journey bringing that thing. Could have done things a lot better, but I didn't know what was coming. So yeah. There it is. Mutual loyalty. The Borzoi survives the journey. What? The Borzoi? The heck's the Borzoi? Have I forgotten something? Oh. Apparently Borzoi is a dog breed. Hang on. Yeah, there's a Google search specifically about that. Checking. Yeah, I think that's because... Right, so there's an achievement for... There was an achievement for getting the dog in. And there was another achievement here specifically saying the dog survived the journey. So that means the dog could have died. Oh dear. Well, oh yeah, we did have that option to like... We brought it back and then we had an option later saying, hey, we've got an unregistered thing. Do you want... Dolos protocols say get rid of it. But yeah. So apparently the few achievements I missed. 8 hidden ones and a whole bunch of other ones. Let's see. Remember the dead, build a memorial in each of the 6 sectors. In the end I didn't need to. And Dolos just restore crew's trust for after reaching 1%. So basically in the very brink of that. This is fine. Have fire in 20 buildings at the same time. Okay, so basically a sector burned down. We actively tried to avoid that one. Reach tier 2 population specialization. Yeah, we were a bit of a slumlord there. Junker's Dream. Reach tier 2 recycling. We just weren't making enough waste. Delivery. Research every single upgrade to the drone bay. We nearly got that one. Scenic view. Have an observatory in each of the 6 sectors. Oh, there's no way I was going to find that one. By the way, I'm not listing hidden achievements. I'm checking through the achievements that are visible on the Steam achievement list. Pedal to metal. Transfer 300 resources between sectors in a single cycle. We probably got close to that, but we didn't manage it. Drill dozer. Have 5 mining ships active at the same time. We never went above 3. No, hang on. We never went above 4. Sorry. There we go. Crunch culture. Have every single sector in the workspace of at least overworked. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a nasty one, yeah. Probably done by overbuilding our sectors, honestly, because part of the problems with expanding our industrial infrastructure for most of the game was lack of workers, and we're even bumping into that at the end there as well. Scientific accurate. Reduce all audio sliders to 0 in the settings menu. How is that scientific? I mean, in the space, yeah, but inside the hull, questionable? I don't know. Last visible achievement I've not got. Solent Green. Have a water treatment center in a sector with the body recycling degree in effect. Oh, yeah, that's right. Solent Green. I remember. Yeah. Basically, reprocess human remains. So, yeah. Okay, right. Well, it's a shame we lost the Taiqqun. And I think it's highly relevant that while I was blathering on there, we've had the Taiqqun slowly scrolling around in the background here. It entirely makes sense why it's on the main screen like this. It's very much, as I said, like a main character in this game. It's part of the entire game's character, really. Not just its setting / location. At least I don't think so. But, yeah, I mean, let me know if you want me to try and do some more Ixion content in the future, but this has been my blind run over this game, so any future content would be coming from the point of view that I have actually played this before now, so I have a better idea and understanding of it. But it's been one heck of a journey. Of course, there was also that that little curveball at the end there, that they knew what was going to happen unless the Ixion was launched. Sorry, not the Ixion. The Taiqqun was launched when it was supposed to, and misjumped, and had the lunatism, and they knew it would come back later. How did they know? Probably down to that mystery particle that they used in the hyperdrives / FTL drive / whatever. Because there was a lot more going on there that they never really shared with us. And in all honesty, I would like to see another game in this setting. That would be nice. But the storyline of Ixion in the Ixion universe is probably played out because the mystery is done. Space travel has been proven, and surviving after our home system, Sol, couldn't support us anymore, has been done. So really reducing us to a single surviving city in space again in this timeline / universe would be very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. Let's be fair. But yeah, this has been IMark3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. This has been a heck of a ride. And yeah, I'm definitely going to remember this game fondly. I really liked it. Yeah, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel. Gives me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. And ensures the survival of humanity. Very much so. See you all later. I also love the design of the Taiqqun, just like big circular station using centrifugal force in place of gravity. This game doesn't actually have artificial gravity. Not in our main set anyway. I mean, they did appear in a few spots, but not on our vehicles. I like that as well. Very nice. Stop waffling. This series is done.